Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your love and relationship reading for the month of November. To start off, I have to apologize to you because for the month of October, I wasn't able to finish my True Intention series, and I did not include Scorpio in it. And the reason is simply because I was running very thin, so to speak, to where I really had to take a step back and recenter myself so that I can come back this month and, do my readings. And I hope I will be able to finish all of them. However, I am just going to focus on one day at a time, one sign at a time, and my focus right now is to do this reading for you. So for those of you who are just now tuning in, I like to start off with a reading for my singles, and then I move into a reading for my couples. So this is for single Scorpio. So, where you're at in the type of energy that we're dealing with right now is we have the Queen of Wands, okay? We have the Queen of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. Now, what I've noticed about the month of November, we are working our way through Scorpio and into Sagittarius, okay? And Scorpio in the major arcana is represented by the death card. So we're dealing with transition. We are shedding the skin to make room for the new. And when I talk about shedding the skin, I'm thinking of a lizard. Or, we can look at it from the perspective that, we're a tree simply losing its leaves. The death card is actually one of my most favorite cards. It's a transition that's making its way for something new. Okay, so it could be a difficult time for a lot of people. It's been a very difficult time for me and a lot of different people that, I happen to be reading for. And another thing that, I've noticed in regards to the Scorpio energies, especially in regards to our readings and the type of medicine that we're working with, is there are a lot of fives. We have the Five of Pentacles. The last reading I had, it was Five of Wands, Five of Swords, Five of Cups. And the fives are all about doing that deep work, and it's uncomfortable. It's not a comfortable energy to work with. It's about really evaluating things that aren't working for you and just forcing you to acknowledge it. It has that Moldavite type energy, ready or not, here I come. And that's exactly what we're dealing with, with where you're at right now. We have this wonderful, powerful energy of the Queen of Wands, right? We have this fire energy, this strong, passionate, creative, independent individual, right? But it looks like, in regards to the Five of Pentacles that we're dealing with, some pains, this could indicate some deception that we're recovering from. And it looks like, this could be deception from somebody who you were hoping to spend the rest of your life with, in regards to the Four of Wands. And I think that this was something that was unexpected. This is a change that you have gone through. It's a life change. You didn't expect to be on this path. You expected to be on a path, with your ex. Unfortunately, things just don't work out the way we anticipate, but it generally does work out for the best. It's all about having the patience to deal with the time that it takes for things to unfold, time to give us the perspective that we didn't have right now. We don't have right now. Now, the foundation of this situation is the Nine of Pentacles. You are somebody who is extremely independent, somebody who values your freedom, like the Queen of Wands, okay? And I think that, maybe some of this energy that we're dealing with could come across the wrong way when we're in a relationship. Like, you don't need this other person. That's how your other person or the other person could feel. Like they want to be important and needed. And I think that when we're dealing with somebody who is so strong and independent, that they could feel like they're not present in this relationship. Okay? We do have the Two of Cups. This touches on, the type of feeling that you had for this individual. This was somebody who you thought you were going to spend the rest of your life with. Unfortunately, things didn't move forward. We do have the Lover's card, which has to do with your aspirations. So I think that, this really touches on, picking yourself back up and being able to move forward. And I think that for my single Scorpios, that this month is going to be about that deep work, this transition, this centering, picking yourself up from this situation. And quite frankly, I don't know if you're ready to move on into a new relationship, because it seems like you are very much still processing what happened in regards to this relationship. In fact, the Lover's card could indicate that maybe you were even wondering if you should get back together with this person. This is a choice card. You're presented with two paths. Which one do I take? This can indicate that you are presented with a decision. Will you be able to let the past go and move forward? Come here, kitty. That's my kitty, you guys. We also have the Six of Pentacles. So it looks like this strong personality, this freedom, I don't need anybody type attitude is going to ease. I think that, this signifies that you have an openness in order to, an openness in regards to reconsidering whether or not you want to get back with your ex, okay? Or I think that, the pain of this, and how could this individual do this to me? How could this happen? It's softening. And I think that, even though this betrayal that you're dealing with was shitty, there was a bigger picture that was going on, not just the act of what happened, even though it was pretty lame. But there was a lot of other factors that contributed to this situation. Now we do have the Empress card. This indicates the need to follow your heart, not to make a decision so much based on logic, but to make one from an emotional felt place, and let that feeling guide you as you are moving forward and exploring, whether or not you want to continue this path with this individual or continue your path on your own. Okay, so this is going to be a very deep month for you, and it's going to have to do with a lot of introspection and reflection, which is needed because this work is laying the foundation in order for you to move forward with or without this individual. It's something that needs to be done. So with that said, I'm going to pull a card from my moon deck. I honor the natural process of growth and transformation. I believe that this is all about surrendering yourself to the divine and trusting that the divine has your best interest and seeing where this situation leads you, and how things will evolve, that it will evolve the way it's supposed to, in the right way, with the perfect divine timing. So with that said, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to email me at mantraflowtarot@gmail.com, and I am going to move into a reading for my couples. Lots of spiky energy, change, which shouldn't be surprising since we are dealing with the Scorpio energy. Okay. So the first card in the spread is the Ten of Swords, which represents, what you're bringing into this relationship and the type of energy that is being brought into this situation. This has to do with a catalyst change, something really major that had happened, where you were feeling like your ass was kicked, and you literally couldn't take it anymore. This situation, something had to give. This is a very difficult card. It indicates a very difficult situation, that you were at in your life. But this situation changed, okay? This situation gave way for the new. A closed door led to an open door, so to speak, okay? Now, we have the Four of Wands, which indicates where you are now in regards to this relationship. And this has to do with wanting things to evolve, to take the next step. Again, to evolve this relationship, whether it be engagements, marriage, living together. This is wanting to take the next step, to continue to grow, to celebrate with loved ones, celebrate each other. Now, where you are now in regards to the direction that you're hoping to take this relationship, I know that, this is where you are now. This is the direction. I might not have said that clearly. But this is the King of Swords. The King of Swords is a very direct energy. I wouldn't be surprised, like the vision I have is somebody going like this and your partner's facing, okay, I'm ready. This is what I want. Okay. Confrontational, taking things head on. I'm going to make this happen. This is a very strong, minded inner individual with very strong perseverance. I don't know if you guys can hear my kitty making her noises. Now, what your partner is bringing into this relationship is the Five of Pentacles. Now, this could indicate emotional poverty. This can indicate physical poverty. This could even indicate that you guys came into each other's lives at a point where you guys were both at a very low point, going through two different but very difficult aspects of each other's life. This is very deep work that your individual was doing. This indicates pain. This could also indicate, some sort of deception that he or she was dealing with, and some energy, this energy was something that you guys both brought into this relationship with the Ten of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. Now, where your partner is now in regards to this relationship is the Six of Swords, which touches on wanting things to change, but wanting to change for the better. So, the Four of Wands in its own way is also signifying change. You're wanting to change, the current state of this relationship and move forward. This person wants to change and move forward in a better direction. Okay. We also have the Tower, which is, one of the more, I guess as other people would see as a scarier card in regards to the deck. And the Tower has to do with a major change where things aren't going back to the way that they were. And this could be something totally like, and generally, my kitty bumped my tripod. But generally when we're dealing with, tarot, it's not literal, meaning the earth that you walk on isn't going to crumble and the world isn't going to end in regards to the Tower card. This could be something as simple as changing a perspective from what it was before. This is an evolution, making way for something new. Okay, but this definitely indicates change, and it indicates change on both parties here, wanting to, my kitty is all over my tripod, wanting to move forward from where the relationship is at currently to something more. Okay, now how you see your partner is the Three of Wands, which touches on your partner. Oh my God! I hope that made you laugh. Maybe not. I might have pissed you guys off. I'm sorry. Okay. That was my kitty. So, we have the Three of Wands, which touches on the way that you see your partner, which touches on, acknowledging the hard work that he or she has put into where they are in their life right now. They put a lot of work, they're putting the pieces together. This is, a path that has really worked out for them, but they're continuing to put forth the work and continuing to move forward. Okay. Now, how your partner sees you is the Three of Swords. And this indicates that there's still some pain that you're dealing with. And I think that this has to do with, the Ten of Swords that you're still very much holding on to. And this person wants to help you work through it. This person wants to grow and move forward. Now, it looks like you guys are both on the same page with the evolution and the path of this relationship. But what we have here is the Five of Swords. And this energy that we have is deep work. And I think that in regards to us being in Scorpio season, I'm not surprised that we have this as the outcome. This requires doing some deep work. This can indicate that, how do I put it? That some decisions or some situations are going to arise where you're like, man, that sucks. And it's going to really cause you guys to... Can you guys see that? My cat almost just got on the table. And it's going to really cause you guys to do some deep evaluation. Deep work. Fives are all about the deep inner work. But I think that, what we have as far as the supporting cards here is all about you guys continuing to move forward on your path. And you guys are just going to have some bumps in the road. And I think that, part of this has to do with this transitional Scorpio type energy that we're simply dealing with. So with that said, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to email me at mantraflowtarot@gmail.com. Thanks, you guys.